Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. My name is Dark, and this is going to be a free-to-play MMO threesome. I'm going to look at 3 different games and give you my opinion about it. It's mostly like a first look type of thing, so we're going to check them out. I'll give you my opinions on it, and then you guys can make a choice if you guys want to check this game out or not. And the first game on the list is Age of Conan Unchained. And this game was originally released as a pay-to-play. I tried the free trial when the game first came out. It was extremely buggy, and it is one of those games that the subscription fee just does. The game didn't justify the subscription fee, so I did not get into this game. I didn't purchase the game, but now that it has gone, and then they had other free-to-play. Anyways, the free-to-play version now is just awesome. And I'll just give you a little bit background on the game. There are 3 playable races. With the 3, you can play the Aquilonian, Chimerian, Stygian, and if you get the expansion, you can also play the Heathen. And there's a whole bunch of classes. It's basically locked to different types of races. But you got the priest, bear, shaman, tempest of Set, assassin, ranger, barbarian, guardian, conqueror, dark templar, demonologist, necromancer, herald. But I believe when you there's only 4 available classes when you play on free to play. Those other classes are only available. I believe you can play demonologist, you can play barbarian, you can play, I forget the other 2, but I mean, 4 classes is a little bit limited, but what are you gonna do? You're not paying for this amazing game. So I think that as you can see, the character creation machine, lots of options for creating and customizing your character, and yeah. So let's actually take a look at the gameplay in Age of Conan, and see how that goes. I'm going to play a little bit of the intro here and maybe skip ahead a little bit. So there you go. So let's do this thing.
So then, you're not quite dead. This is Tortage, the pirate haven, jewel of the Barachian Isles. To the west is Atlantis, silent and dead under the open ocean. Eastwards lies Hyboria, where the world's doom rises. But your life is ending, even as I speak. The slave master from your vessel runs through the wilderness to reach the city. Slaves are forbidden within the walls, and if he tells the guards your ship carried a cargo of flesh, you will be left outside to rot in the jungle. If you enter Tortage City, find the old seer, Nadini. Tell her Calantes of Ibis sent you. Now go, find Sadur, buy your life with his death.
So you can see, as the first thing that pops up is the cast store. Saying a little bit of something. I didn't see anything that actually powers up, gives you OP abilities or OP weapons or armor. A lot of it's mostly cosmetic on that front, and yeah, I think that it's a very good. And as you can tell, the soundtrack to this game is absolutely phenomenal. They did a wonderful job with this game. My hats off to you, Funcom. By the way, Funcom is the one that actually makes Age of Conan Unchained, and yeah, so the soundtrack to this, oops, cover my mic there, the soundtrack to this is phenomenal, and a lot of it's voice acted, as you can see. And there is one thing in particular I wanted to show you. This is I'm just trying to close the tutorials here. One thing I wanted to show you guys, this is a 18+ game, and as you can tell through the warning at the beginning of the video, And there you have it, folks. Full frontal nudity. Boobies. Boobies! Well, there you go. You can't get completely naked, but yeah, jiggly, 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 jiggly. God, I'm such a pervert and immature. God damn it! Stop it! Run around. Yeah, if you're around topless, that's you can also do it in this game. It's very mature. You know, the conversations, everything in this game is extremely mature. I'm gonna put my clothes back on. So yeah, so if yeah, that's one of the reasons you can check this game out if you're a perv, I guess. Yeah, so let's do some questing here. And as you can see, girls in scampy outfits, and I don't know if you guys can see, she is not wearing any underwear.
So much, I beg you.
Oh boy.
Set upon me now.
Yeah.
The captive of the scavenger has the key. Please, hurry. He's on. Gods go with you.
And as you can see, most of the quests are voice acted. And overall, this game is pretty good. I gotta admit. So yeah, let's skip ahead a little bit here. So I give you guys a little bit of a look. That's actually, this is the combat system here. Per se, it's a little bit different. You got to use the arrow keys to do special abilities also, but you use the arrow keys to do your melee attacks on characters, and those arrows, I guess, you point in the direction where they're most vulnerable. So. Well, there you go for the combat system there. And skipping a little bit forward ahead, this is my other character. I've been leveling a little bit. He's a little bit level, right, as is this date. This was pre-recorded. He is a barbarian, and the other character I was playing was the demonologist. And I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of the town around here. And it has the game has two phases essentially. At night, it's like single questing where you go do your own quests, and then when you switch to daytime, that's where all the other players are. And I gotta say, there was quite a bit of a player base that I've seen. There's a lot of players walking around. So I guess this game got revamped as free to play, and it now has quite a bit of decent player base. So there you go. If you guys want to go and check this out, check this game out, the links are going to be in the description. And moving on to the next game in our threesome. And the next game on the list is Forsaken World, made by Perfect World Entertainment, from the guys that brought you Perfect World. This is a more of an anime Asian themed artwork MMO, and let me just give you a little bit of background information. There is 5 different races. You got dwarves, elves, humans, and kindred, and stonemen. So yeah, a little bit of selection in the races. Also the classes for this game, they got quite a few classes, and I believe all the classes are available. They got assassins, bards, mages, marksmen, priests, protectors, vampires, which is really cool, vampires, and warriors. So definitely a wide selection, and this is a lot more open, free to play than Age of Conan. And as you can see, it's a little bit anime themed, not too much, but a little bit anime themed. And one of the things I really like about this game again also is the soundtrack to the game. I think the game has an awesome soundtrack. There is just a little bit, one thing I have a problem with is some of the animations, which you'll see in a little bit, are a little bit quirky, and the mechanics, the controls of the game are a little bit odd, and the combat isn't that great. But overall, between the artwork and everything in general, this game does have a neat little package put together, and it is free to play. So it's definitely something if you guys are interested in this type of as you can see, this type of artwork, this type of environment. The game does look stunning. It's not the best graphics in the world, but as you can see, and you got a lot of options for creating characters and all that good stuff. So yeah, if that's what you guys are into, you can check it out. And let's check a little bit of the gameplay in this game. Pretty decent looking game. Good soundtrack, and yeah, none of the NPCs are voice acted, and yeah, I mean, it's a free to play. I mean, you can't expect everything to be perfect, right? So as you can see, there's the players around. Actually, the mailboxes look like World of Warcraft mailboxes. Very similar gameplay to World of Warcraft, and the character models look quite good. But again, it's the animation that gets to me with this particular title. So, but other than that, the game is good. Let's see if I can get a little bit of footage of combat here. As customary in most MMOs, we are going to go and kill some boars. And you'll see in a second why you see the combat there. When you kill them, the mobs go flying. I'm not a fan of that. The animation for the battle does look cool, but I mean, it's not my cup of tea. It's just not my thing. But I guess if you're into that, as you can see, the world looks pretty stunning. It's not the best graphics in the world, but it have done a good job with the world and making it look a little bit of under boob there. But there you go. And this was Perfect World Entertainment's Forsaken World. So you got vampires and all sorts of crazy shit. And just looking through the menus there real quick. Cash stop, also nothing overpowering in the cash stop. And let's move on to the third and final game. By the way, at the end of this video, I'm going to give you my opinion, my pick of the three of this free-to-play Threesome. For the final game, it is Allods Online, which is probably one of the most similar games in gameplay and stuff compared to World of Warcraft. This game is play style, the way the menus are set up, everything resembles World of Warcraft. And if you're tired of paying a subscription fee, or you're pissed off about Mists of Pandaria, just like I am, this is definitely the game to check out. And there's two factions, the Empire and the other one. And we're just going to take a quick look. As you can see, the character models are very well done in this game. The character models are very, very well done for this. And we got a few classes and a few races here. You do have quite a few choices of classes. The two like I can remember, it's the League and the Empire, the two factions. And you got the choice between warriors, paladins, scouts, healers, wardens, mages, summoners, and psychonists. And yeah, it's entirely up to you, I guess, what you pick. And as you can see, I'm just going through the races there, then go to the other faction. Go to the other faction and check out very, very polished game, except for one major aspect that I did not like about this game, and I will talk about that and once we get to the gameplay, and just showing you guys here orcs. Very, very good character models. I think that World of Warcraft should update their orcs also, but anyways, this is the character models in this game. And I keep referring, when I'm talking about this game, keep referring to World of Warcraft, because it is very, very, very similar to World of Warcraft. And, yeah, I mean, I guess, you know, if you copy the best, all up until the cement area. But yeah, like it's really well done. And you can hear the soundtrack in the menus and in the beginning is well done. But I guess their budget ran out halfway through. So, and that's one of my quirks with the game. Let's get to some gameplay. Particular one I picked to play a druid. In this game, a druid has a pet and is a caster. I believe they can also heal. As you can see, the combat system very similar to WoW. It's hot bar based abilities, and yeah. So I mean, like I said, the game again. This game is also another quirk. Is it's also not voice acted. NPCs don't really talk. There's a few scenes where they do, but overall they do not talk. But the animation is very smooth, as you can see. Very smooth, very well done. The controls are slick, and I really enjoy it. It does really play like World of Warcraft, to be honest. And that is essentially. And as you can see, you can get a glimpse of what the game is all about. Here, you're going to fight this big demon guy, and you have to go through the mechanics of it, and you know, trap him. And it's not just you know, pew pew. You actually have to go and you know, do some work in it. So and just develop some strategies for that. So yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a World of Warcraft alternative, this is definitely the game for you to check out. This was G Potatoes. There's a company that makes this. G Potatoes, free to play, Allods Online. Great WoW alternative, like I said before. But one of the things, especially in some of the starter areas, is the soundtrack and the background music. It sounds cheap in some of the. It does really sound cheap in some of the areas. I guess invested so much money in the animation and the fluidity of the controls and everything that it's lacking in some areas. But that's the only really thing that bothered me. The only major thing that bothered me about this game. Other than that, the game is pretty good. Not much complaints from me. From this game, except for those things. As you can see, plays like World of Warcraft. It's actually pretty astonishing. You can see. Not much else I have to say about it. And like I promised, coming to the end of this free-to-play MMORPG Threesome, I'm going to pick one, and it is going to have to be, drum roll please, it's going to be Age of Conan, without a doubt. It's a mature game, very polished game, very fluid controls, very well animated, voice acted. This is the game that probably, if you play long enough, you're going to get a premium membership and start paying $15 a month. But yeah, that's it. So out of the three, I'm gonna have to pick Age of Conan. But if you like any of these games, you should definitely give them a chance and check them out. All the links are going to be in the description. And my question to you guys is, out of these three games, which one do you think is the better of the three? Let me know in the troll box below. And that's it for me. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next time. Later.